And now for our next news special report.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we're diving deep into a narrative that could very well be the plot of a financial thriller. But alas, it's the reality we find ourselves in. Our protagonist, or should we say antagonist, Congressman Adam Schiff, a man with his eyes set on a Senate seat, appears to have been playing a game where the stakes are your tax dollars. A Politico investigation unveils a financial ballet choreographed to the tune of millions of dollars, with Schiff orchestrating the moves. Defense contractors and campaign coffers seem to be the dancers in this act, but as these transactions pirouette around legal and ethical lines, one must ask, is this the sort of performance we endorse from our elected officials? You'll want to stick around for the meticulous dissection of this saga, and trust me, the final thought is a crescendo you don't want to miss. All right, folks, as we unravel the twisted tale of Adam Schiff's financial shenanigans, we stumble upon a pattern far too conspicuous to ignore. Adam Schiff, as he ambitiously eyes a Senate seat, seemingly carries with him a trail of fiscal breadcrumbs leading straight to the pockets of defense contractors. And who are these contractors? Oh, just a merry band of Schiff's campaign donors. Now, Schiff, vying for a Senate seat, preaches about earmarks for local causes. But what unfolded, as investigated by Politico, is a far less virtuous narrative. The congressman, it appears, has mastered the art of rerouting taxpayer dollars. The beneficiaries of this financial roundabout? For-profit defense companies who have reciprocated the favor quite generously, padding Schiff's campaign war chest. A dive into the details unveils a system that almost seems choreographed. Earmarks flowed towards defense contractors while their execs poured money into Schiff's coffers. The Politico investigation termed Schiff's account, his earmark record, as incomplete and potentially misleading. I say it's like a dance of dollars with every move meticulously orchestrated. Now, among the transactions that caught our eye were the hefty sums funneled towards Smith's Detection and FazeBridge Incorporated companies within Schiff's district. Smith's Detection pocketed a cool $6 million, while FazeBridge Incorporated enjoyed a $3 million windfall. And the peculiarity? Well, such transactions would have been barred post-2010 reforms, but it seems Schiff's maneuverings tiptoed around those restrictions unhindered. And just as our story reveals a concerning disregard for ethics, it's essential not to disregard our own health amidst the chaos, and that's where Pure Body Extra Detox Spray from Touchstone Essentials comes into picture. Harnessing the power of zeolite, this spray is a whisper of purity in a world filled with shady dealings, offering a cellular detox that's scientifically backed. Claim your health, claim your special offer at detoxwithgary.com. Now back to the narrative of Schiff's financial escapades, where the murky waters run deeper. Alongside the earmarks were contributions from PMA Group PAC and relatives of Paul Magliacetti, the owner of a lobbying firm both defense companies retained. The contributions, although not astronomical, entwined Schiff further into a web of financial symbiosis at the taxpayer's expense. And the plot thickens, with more names surfacing from Schiff's fiscal narrative: Eureka Aerospace, Tanner Research Incorporated, Orbitz Lightwave Incorporated, and Super Protonic, all defense contractors, all recipients of Schiff's earmarked generosity, all contributors to his campaign chest. It's a grand tapestry of reciprocated favors that seem to scoff at the very essence of public servants and transparency. As we dissect the narrative, it becomes evident that Schiff's campaign, despite being quick to minimize these connections, couldn't dismiss the glaring pattern. It's a pattern that questions the integrity of a man aspiring to a higher office, a pattern that undermines the trust placed in him by the citizens of this republic. Furthermore, Schiff's reluctance to provide a complete list of his earmarks amplifies the skepticism, painting a picture of a congressman seemingly playing hide-and-seek with the truth, all while vying for a position that demands unyielding integrity. Now, the irony here is rather biting. Here we have a congressman, a would-be senator, embroiled in a saga of financial transactions that are as twisted as they are revealing. It's a saga that demands scrutiny, that demands answers. Each dollar funneled, each donation pocketed, speaks volumes of a narrative that's far removed from the altruistic tale of local cause advocacy that Schiff's campaign attempts to narrate. It's a grim reminder of the necessity for transparency, for integrity, as our representatives climb the political ladder. As we inch closer to the elections, it's imperative to sift through the smokescreens, to question the narrative, and to demand transparency. It's not just about the funds, it's about the ethics, the responsibility, the trust vested in our representatives. As the curtain falls in this chapter of Schiff's political narrative, we're left with more questions than answers, a feeling of mistrust lingering in the air. Now, the evidence laid out by Politico isn't just a collection of numbers and names. It's a peek into a potential future senator's approach to fiscal responsibility, transparency, and above all, integrity. Integrity. Adam Schiff. Integrity. Those words don't belong together. But it's a stark depiction of a political landscape where the dance of dollars could overshadow the melody of truth and responsibility. The dance floor is open, and the ballad of Adam Schiff's fiscal maneuverings echoes through the halls of our republic, awaiting the judgment of vigilant citizens. So, ladies and gentlemen, as the details unravel before us, we're led into a disheartening narrative that's sadly become too common in our republic. Adam Schiff, a seasoned congressman seemingly with more ambition than integrity, choreographed a financial dance that pirouettes around legality and ethics. This is not the hallmark of a public servant, but a harbinger of a deeply entrenched abuse of power. Remember, the Russia hoax? Schiff was at the forefront, weaving a tale of deceit, fervently promising evidence of collusion, a promise that turned out to be hollow, much like the purported ethical standards he's displayed in this recent saga of funneling millions to defense contractors. Now, with sights set on a Senate seat, Schiff's audacious moves are not just a slap in the face of every Californian he represents, but a stark reminder to every American of the dire need for transparency, integrity, and accountability in our political landscape. It's not about being a Democrat or Republican. It's about the blatant disregard for the principles that uphold our republic's sanctity. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.